Good morning, family. Happy Wednesday. I just want to share a quick word of love, wisdom, advice, encouragement, whatever you want to call it. I just hope it blesses someone today, and I'm sure it will. But before I get into any of that, I did post information about my 52-day devotional that came out years ago. But once it was sold out, I never had my publishers restock it. And so many of you asked me, when is my devotional going to be restocked? It's restocked. You can go to barnesandnoble.com, Amazon, Apple Books, and it'll soon be restocked on Google Play. All of those links are on the community post that I posted last night. So go get you a copy. I know it'll bless you. My blood, sweat, and tears went into that devotional. God is all up and through there. Let me know what you think, okay? For those of you that have already purchased, thank you so much for your support. I hope it blesses you. I know that it will. So on to the nitty-gritty. Some of you have been waiting for so long for that special person to come into your life that when someone finally shows you attention, your heart leaps before your spirit has a chance to discern. You tell yourself, this must be it, okay? This must be the one. Why else would it take so long for someone to notice me? And now here this person is, right? But can I remind you today, the length of your wait does not mean you have to accept less than God's best for you. Don't let weariness in the waiting trick you into calling a counterfeit a covenant, okay? The enemy knows how to prey on tired hearts. He knows that when you've been longing, that you might grab a hold of the first thing that feels like relief, even if it's only feeding your flesh and not nourishing your soul. Attention is not the same thing as intention, okay? Presence is not the same thing as pursuit. Connection is not the same thing as covenant. God did not create you to live on crumbs when he's prepared a table for you. Don't let desperation convince you that bare minimum is all you're worthy of. Your spirit already knows the truth. Okay, you are fearfully and wonderfully made, okay? You are worthy of love that reflects Christ's love. You are not an afterthought, okay? You are chosen, okay? A chosen vessel. I know the waiting hurts. I know it can feel lonely when your prayers seem delayed and other people's lives look like they're moving faster. But hear me, it's better to wait in wholeness than to marry in brokenness. It's better to stand alone by yourself with God's covering than to lie in bed next to someone who can't even cover you in prayer, and their prayer actually makes it past the ceiling. Your waiting is not wasted. It's sacred ground where God is refining you, strengthening you, and teaching you how to recognize the difference between his best and the enemy's bait, okay? Don't lose sight of the fact that your discernment is a gift. Use it. Don't silence the warning bells in your spirit just because your emotions are speaking loudly, okay? Don't confuse movement with progress. Just because someone shows up doesn't mean they're sent. Just because it feels good in the moment doesn't mean it will bear fruit for a lifetime. Don't let your head be so high in the clouds or your heart be so wide open that you ignore what you already know deep down. You deserve more. God's best does not leave you anxious, confused, or questioning your worth. God's best brings you peace, confirmation, and alignment. God's best carries fruit that will last. And one last thing, don't pretend to be oblivious to what you already see and hear. Just because someone acts like they don't know something or they play innocent doesn't mean that you should ignore the truth that God is already revealing to you. Don't silence your voice to keep the peace. Don't keep excusing what is clear. You matter in this too. Don't be afraid to call out what you know is right. Don't be afraid to say what you deserve. Don't be afraid to speak what God has placed on your heart. Because when you minimize your own needs just to make someone else feel comfortable, you're shrinking the very value that God placed inside of you. People know more than they let on. And you don't have to play along with the act that people are putting on just to have somebody next to you. So today I speak strength over your spirit. I speak courage into your waiting. I speak clarity into your heart. May you not settle for almost when God has promised you abundance. May you not accept attention when God has prepared affection that is covenantal, sacrificial, and holy. May you not let loneliness drive you into the arms that were never meant to hold you in the first place. Don't compromise your crown just because you're tired of carrying it alone. The one God has for you will recognize it. He'll honor it, she'll honor it, and guard it. Until then, keep standing, keep waiting, and keep trusting God because he's not going to let you down. Settling may satisfy your flesh for a season, but waiting for God's best will satisfy your soul for a lifetime. I don't know who needed to hear this today. It's hot. I had to turn off this little mini heater. I don't know who needed to hear that today. But I say all of this. This came from a conversation that I was having with one of my good friends, and she was so excited. She's so excited about this new person in her life, and I'm excited for her too. Okay, I'm excited for her too because this is her season for relationship, for covenant relationship, for intimacy with the person that God has for her. This is her season. So I'm excited for her too, but as I was listening to her tell me certain things, that I didn't hear red flags when it came to this young man. They weren't red flags. I can't even get my words out today. Help me, Lord. Let me drink some water. I didn't hear red flags. I didn't see red flags. What I saw were warning flags. Okay, warning flags. And the best way I know how to explain it, y'all know I be up here giving different analogies because God has taught me in parable form, so I can like put anything to anything. Okay, when I'm trying to relay something in order to make it make sense, oh honey, I can bring out like, just follow me. The only way I know how to explain it is like this. You ever go to an airport, like Houston Airport, for example? When you get off the airplane and you're going to pick up your baggage, there will be signs, right? Signs. You can look at these signs as flags, okay? And these flags will tell you where the baggage claim area is, right? And it's kind of confusing because you'll look up and it'll say baggage is this way and it'll have an arrow pointing this way. Then the same sign will say baggage is this way. So it'll literally have a sign like an arrow going this way and one going this way. And both will say that baggage is this way. So that's how the sign looks, okay? If you've never been in Houston Airport before, you'll probably look at that sign and be like, is it to the left or is it straight ahead? Like, which way am I supposed to turn? A lot of those signs that are telling you baggage is straight and also here, they're taking you different routes. So it all depends on your preference, what you prefer. If you go straight, normally it's going to take you on the little escalator and bring you down to baggage claim, right? If you go to the left, it's going to take you to the stairs so that you can go down to baggage claim. Both ways lead to the same place, but it's going to give you a preference. Some people don't like getting on the escalator. Some people can't walk down the stairs, okay? So it'll give you a preference, okay? And based on your preference, you can choose if you want to go straight ahead or if you want to go to the left. It's going to lead you to the same place, but what is your preference, okay? That's what I saw when this sister in Christ was telling me about the relationship, this new person she's dating. I saw warnings. Like, I guess, is warning even the right? Yeah, because it's like the baggage claim. It's warning you go to the left, you're going to go to the stairs. You go straight, you're going to go to the escalator. So it's warning you in case one or the other does not work for you, right? But it all leads to the same place. That's what I saw when she was telling me about some of the things this person was saying to her. I saw warning flags. And I'm like, depending on your preference, okay, you have to choose which way you want to go with this relationship, but it all leads to this man. So if you don't prefer either of these routes, we have a problem. I'm like, he's showing you this. So you're getting to see this is how he is, right? He's also showed her different sides of him. So this is also how he is. You have to choose the preference that works for you. And if the preference involves, if either one of those routes involve you hurting yourself, you're not going to take either one of them. If going down an escalator involves me hurting myself because I'm in a wheelchair, and of course going down the stairs involves me hurting myself because I'm in a wheelchair, I can't go either one of these routes. So what am I going to do in the airport? Look for the alternate route, the elevator. I'm going to take a different route out. Okay? And I pray that this is making sense, because that's the only analogy that came to my mind. So when you're in an airport, it's telling you to go straight or go to the left. Neither one of those directions are bad. It all depends on your preference, what you're able to endure. And each route leads to the same place, but the consequences will be different if one of those routes don't work for you. Is this making sense? So it's not like this person was presenting anything bad to her. I didn't see red flags like skirt, stop. But I'm like, he's showing you this. Is this something that you prefer? Is this a preference of yours? Does this answer your prayer? Because he's showing you exactly how he is. This is how he is. This is what he's presenting to you. Is it doable? Can you deal with it? Absolutely. But do you prefer this route? Because with God, there's always a way of escape. He will give you a different route out. He will give you a different route out, especially if it does not align. I can't get these words out. Especially if it does not align with his best for you. If it does not align with his best for you, there's a different route. There's a different way. But some people just end up settling for the way that's presented to them because they feel like they have to. The wait has been too long. They just want to get there. I just want to get to baggage claim. I just want to pick up my bags and go. I just want to get there. When God is saying, if you just wait, a different route is available to you. Like, I'll show you something different. It'll match up with the things that I've told you that I'm going to do in your life. Not the almost. Not the almost what God told me, but when God tells you something, it's going to be exactly like what he said. If he said, this is what I'm going to send your way, this is how it's going to be, you can bet your last penny, your last dollar, your last whatever, that what he said is what it's going to be. Unless he gave you a almost, okay, whatever he's told you, that's what it's going to be. You don't have to settle. I cannot get these words out, but this word is going to be uploaded regardless. I'm not re-recording it. So let me get up off here. I pray that this blesses someone. I didn't want this word to be super long, drawn out. I'm just sharing what's on my heart. God always has better for you than what you have for you, than what you think you deserve. Okay? He's not going to send you the route that's going to hurt you. So if the only two options for you are options that involve you hurting yourself, it ain't God. It's not God. If I'm in a wheelchair, God is not going to tell me to take the escalator down to get my bags or take the stairs. He might bring me back some because the elevator may be back there. I may have passed the elevator. Just because these are the only two options in front of me does not mean I have to choose one of those. I can simply go back to the route that works for me. I can go back to what I passed by thinking I needed to go one of these ways. But if it leads me to hurt myself, there's another route. So I pray this makes sense. See, that's what happens when God teaches you in parables and you be trying to teach somebody else in parables and it sounds good to you, but you really don't know if it sounds good to people. But I don't know. Eat this meat if you're a meat eater. I feel like it made sense. But that's it. That's all. Don't settle. You deserve everything God told you that he was going to do for you. And God is not a God that will lie. I love y'all. I hope y'all have a great Wednesday. We'll talk soon. Bye.